Ah, there you are. How you doing, Alex?
Hey, how are you, Rob?
Good to see you. Just got back.
Good to see you as well. How was your travel?
It was nice. We have made some new friends.
Nice.
Yeah, quite an agenda, quite the time. Michael Turpin knows how to throw a conference.
It's it was in Puerto Rico, right? You were just in Puerto
Yep,
Rico? Yeah.
I was just in Puerto Rico.
Nice.
Of course, we're not going to share too much alpha. I still haven't communicated most of the.
Yeah, save all the juicy alpha for later.
Uh, that was a good trip.
Good. I'm glad. And now you get to come back to your family and friends. So,
Oh, very much so.
we'll probably
Uh,
get a few minutes here for people to roll in before we start.
that sounds like a good plan to me. I am ready to some lunch. Yeah, everyone immediately got what we were doing. It was very nice. It's
Oh, that's
Nice.
years
good.
ago. I don't think half the people
Love,
at a conference would have gotten what we were up to, but everyone there got it.
love
It
it when that
clicked.
happens.
Oh, people
All
were
right, how we
excited.
doing?
They are, you know, there's definitely some deep TradFi connections in that crowd. So we'll see where that goes.
How many days were you there, Rob?
I was there from Monday until uh till today, I guess. Yeah, flew in Monday morning, flew out today at 8. I got up at 4:45 this morning. That was
That sounds brutal.
The founder
yeah.
grind.
No poker for me tonight. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I'm not going either tonight.
Last week was good. Last week was.
Alex, have you sent a tweet from Revest
No.
that we're live?
Let me push it
I can
up.
go ahead and do that.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
you got it?
No, you got it. Go for
All right, I got it.
As long as someone's got it, I
it.
think we're
Yeah.
doing pretty well. Yeah.
One of the
Hey,
marketing
most
guys has got it.
say again.
I
I
said one of the marketing guys has got it.
Okay, yeah, this is the important thing. It seems like I've been seeing good things happening with the BD side while I've been gone.
Yeah.
I'm
I think
curious.
our BD team just kills it all the time, to be
Oh,
honest.
absolutely. I've seen so obviously our devs are either taking finals or out of the country. So this week I've seen you guys, the marketing, doing some work on a various few things, and it seems like Kirk things have been going pretty well on your end as well.
Yeah, we've been making progress. I think what was really positive to see is that after the white paper and after the obviously the big announcement on the pilot, we're starting to see a lot more inbound. Which is a really positive indicator to me.
That's exactly what I like to hear.
Yep,
I've noticed it as
makes
well.
makes our life a lot easier, doesn't it?
People we've been wanting to talk to suddenly showing up on the radar. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's.
fantastic.
I mean, hey, oh, they actually have a live pro. Oh, okay, this isn't just vaporware. Okay, we should finally talk to
Yeah, it's much better when it's not just conceptual. You can actually go see it live.
honestly, man. It's been nice telling people, oh yeah, it's live, already out there doing work, and they're like, oh wow, this isn't just a cool idea. Yeah, yeah.
Alex, do you mind pushing a Discord? Add everyone.
Yeah, let me get everyone real fast, and then we can go
We
ahead
are
and
filling
start.
up pretty good though.
Yeah,
Nice crowd.
we've got it recording too, so for those who can't make it, we'll get a recording. We'll get that pushed out this weekend. By latest, probably end of day tomorrow. Just because we have to edit some visuals over it. Um, the announcements are fast.
Let's take a look. What do we got?
Regions.
So this is Jonathan. I think this is actually my first time meeting you.
Hey
Oh
Rob,
yeah, it
Since
how's it
is.
going, Rob?
oh yeah,
Sorry
since we
about
just
the
brought
delay.
you, since MDMA just brought you into their team.
Yeah, it's been a blast. I've been pretty focused, and there's just a lot of stuff to take in. So I'm just trying to stay in my groove, keep creating content and digital stuff like that.
You
How's
got a new color palette for me?
I took the blue and gold, which is so funny because I actually found that blue and gold inspiration pic that you sent over, and I found a bunch of 3D elements and stuff that are like the exact same colors. So I've just been trying to work with those, and but I started off. I had a little bit of miscommunication on my part with Alex, where I didn't realize that Revest Labs wasn't getting the blue and gold accent colors. It was just Revest, correct?
Resonate.
Well, we're
Sorry,
thinking of
Resonate.
a
I'm so sorry.
unified color palette.
Unified. Interesting.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
okay. So,
that
so
was my
what I'm
understanding.
doing is tomorrow I was putting together a idea type package, like a direction draft package, to where I can just get it to you, and you can show it to everybody in the crew, and then we can,
Yeah,
and give you inspiration and be like, hey, John, I like this, I don't like that, and then kind of give me direction so that way I'm not just wasting your time and everybody else's time.
that sounds like a good plan to me. There you go, chat. There's your first alpha of the day. Improving the color palette.
Oh, they're beautiful colors too, by the way.
Yeah,
They're
we're,
awesome.
we're getting rid of the brown on Resonate. Just FYI.
That's true, Alpha.
It will not be missed. It was acceptable for a time, but it is it
Awesome.
doesn't work.
We're
All right.
growing.
I think we can go ahead and get this kicked off. We got 18 people in the crowd. Very good. I think this is probably one of the larger community calls that we've had. I think in the past 6 months on Discord. So that's good to see. Thank you everybody for coming out. This is the December update from Revest. On our panel today, we have a few guys from MDMA. We have Rob, and then we have two people from the BD team, Kirk and Janice. So we'll just be going. Oh, I see Scooter trying to come up as well. Let me let him up real fast. So we'll be going over some updates, sort of like an end of year wrap up. We'll be going over our pilot, and then we'll be going over what to expect from us in Q1. So I think we can start off with some marketing things. As you just heard a little bit, we brought on Jonathan to our team at MDMA, and MDMA and Revest work together. So we are not working, I guess, for Revest. Under Revest, we are a separate entity that does Revest marketing, just to make that clear for anyone that does not know that already.
Like to give it a little bit of context, Alex is a fellow Atlantan, so
Yep.
he and I are part of that whole community. We met them a while back. They've been doing a great job, and I'd say you guys are pretty much part of the team.
Yeah. It's all a big family for sure.
Yeah, we love being here. Love the Revest team and love Atlanta.
I did want to give a little bit of updates on some analytics. So when we first started back, let's see, what's the 7th month? July? I believe it's July.
Yeah, July.
There were 2,400 wallet holders for Revest. There's now 5,308, so it's almost an increase of double in the past 5 months, which I think for organic growth, that's pretty great. In terms of impressions, we were sitting roughly at a monthly impression of, on the Revest account, around 10K. Or no, 13K, excuse me. This past month alone, we've had 357,000 impressions on the Twitter. So just a little bit of growth on the Revest side for socials. And that's not just due to us. Benko, who is not on this call today, also helps with marketing on the Revest team, and he has been phenomenal in writing long-form articles, pushing out a lot of the thought pieces on Medium. And the threads that you see out of Revest is Benko. So just a big hats off to Benko and the rest of the marketing team. From there, I think we can go ahead and kick it off to Rob and the BD team to go over the pilot that just recently launched.
Yeah, so I'll give a quick overview, then hand it on down. Actually, I'm not. Yeah, let's just run through it. Long story short, our pilot with Hashnote Arbalest Markets, formerly Ledger Prime, and Cipher Chain Capital is live. It went live a little over a week ago, 9 days now, and it's running on a 1 month basis. So what happened was Arbalest tokenized US Treasuries through Hashnote and brought those treasuries to Resonate, where they borrowed against the upfront interest on that set of treasuries. They're off deploying that upfront interest into pretty much whatever they want. Last I'd heard, they were interested in perpetuals, but they could be doing call options. They could be doing puts. I don't know. At the end of the day, they're making higher yields on whatever they're doing, at least that's the goal, than they would have made by just holding the treasuries. And at the end of this period, so early next month, their FNFT is going to unlock. They're going to receive their principal back. Cipher Chain is going to get the interest that these treasuries have realized. And so they're going to make a spread. I believe they're making around 15% annualized on this deal. Not 15% for a 1 month period. And then ideally, we're going to scale this thing up, run it again, and just keep going from there. That's the plan. We have several other partners we'll be bringing live in early 24. The rest of the year is going to be, well, I wouldn't say completely quiet, but fairly quiet. We're watching how this first pilot plays out. We're improving our product with the feedback that we receive, and then we're bringing to market an even better, stronger, and larger volume version of it. So, I don't know if Kirk or Janice, if you have anything to add, but I think that should have about covered it.
Yeah, no, I mean, covered it pretty well. I mean, I think, you know, as Rob said, I mean, obviously, you know, just a level set with everybody. We're in holiday season. You know, it's slow across the industry these last couple of weeks into the new year. So, you know, that's what Rob's kind of talking about when he says it's going to be a little bit slower. As far as like, you know, actual releases and stuff like that. But, you know, Janice really doesn't sleep. I don't really sleep. Taylor sure as hell doesn't sleep. I don't know what that guy's. That's why he's sick right now. I think it's because he never sleeps. But yeah, we'll certainly be working in the background with various you know, deals that we have in the pipeline, new use cases, so on and so forth. And I guess just looking forward, you know, and hopefully in the first quarter we can get it across the finish line. It's just new use cases, right? I think I said it before, but you know, I'd encourage everybody from the community to really read the white paper. If you haven't, you know, read it 3 times if you need to. But obviously, every single, I guess, you know, hypothetical use case that we put in the white paper, you know, we put it in there for a reason. So if you really are seeking alpha, or you're seeking an understanding of, I guess, what we're going after, you know, the white paper is really the best spot to start. So yeah, that's all I would really add. Janice, do you have anything you wanna add?
Yeah, thanks, Kirk. I think for me, just a couple of things. One is we will, probably have some sort of article tweet coming out early Gen when the pilot's done. So, we could learn from, anything that breaks, sort of take the learnings forward, or, just anything that we've also like gained as well. We know that um, Cypher Chain and a bunch of others within that pilot have told us that they've gotten a bunch of inbound interest um, because of the Medium article and the tweet around like the pilot. So have we. So we're really hoping for that good juju to keep continuing. And then off that postmortem in January, we'll do like a bunch of marketing as well. So look out for that. And really, I'm excited around scaling this, right? Because this product really truly works at scale if you take out gas fees and all of the other things. So this is the first proof point for us, and we're really excited to look forward to the next step.
Well, well said, everyone. So maybe we can go over sort of each individual team on what to expect for Q1. I know right now the focus is the pilot to see how that goes going into the new year. Also, it seems we've brought Shahar up, a advisor slash community.
He he wanted to ask us some questions. I gather. Gar, can you
Yes,
hold until the
yes.
end?
Hello, gentlemen and lady.
GM, good afternoon, whatever it is.
It's
Are you
it's
doing
the
well?
afternoon.
Barely.
But I'll take the GM. Welcome back from Puerto Rico, Rob. Hope you had
Much
hope you had
appreciated.
some fun. It was productive. Um,
I most
so
definitely did.
what'd you say?
I most definitely did.
Yeah, did you see Turpin's house? Did he throw a party?
No, he didn't actually. It was all
Oh.
held at a casino.
Oh, well, that sounds extremely boring.
It was a very good time. It was not actually a functional casino either. It was just it was an empty casino.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really wanted to go, but it was not going to work out with work and kind of being last minute. But
You should check your messages. Not going to share that quite yet, but
okay, I will. But I
like
did
right
have a
now,
question.
I want to hear your reaction. What I just sent you.
Oh, to what you just sent me. Oh, I
There it is.
see.
All right, everybody. If you DM Shahar, he will give you free alpha. No, I'm just kidding. Just blow up Shahar's
well, okay.
inbox.
Trying to focus back on what I was gonna ask. So yeah, I had a question for the BT team, and so Janice and Kirk, you kind of answered this, but I want to get your thought. You know, I want to understand how you're thinking about now that we've launched this pilot with Arbalest and Cipher Chain and these guys that has been in the works for a long time. It's really like the culmination of what we've been working on for the past year plus. Rob for a few years. So it feels just awesome to have that live now, as Rob said. Um, what is kind of the strategy and the thinking around how do we specifically kind of parlay that pilot, that the success that'll come out of the pilot into I guess one, just converting the rest of the MOUs that we already have, and then two, creating more, just create onboarding more people that may not be aware of it now. And I guess part of the question is like, it sounds like Arbalest and Cypher and these guys, like they've already potentially used Resonate, like they've already done the thing that we promised them we could do, which is borrow
Yep.
against the future yield of the treasuries. So I mean, what's going to be kind of the success factor from here of this pilot? Is it, they're going to do it again in a month and that needs to work, and obviously it will. Is it they need to make money and whatever private strategies they're running on the yield? That seems like it has not much to do with us. So just would love your thoughts on like how you're thinking about that. And when, can we call the pilot a success already? If not, what are we still waiting for? And then how do we parlay that?
We need to make sure at the end that it works for them getting their money back, but provided that works, it's a success. And
So
I'll
like
let
unlocking
Denise,
their principal at the end of the
yeah,
day.
retrieving
Okay,
their
cool.
principal and just then upgrading and repeating. I'll let Janice discuss a bit more about what the strategy going forward with this case study in hand is going to look like. And of course, Kirk, since we're really running two distinct strategies. We have DeFi and we have TradFi. And I'll leave it to the two of them to discuss that.
So we're already in conversations with some of the TradFi folks, and obviously this pilot is going to be sort of key in just earning trust in us, in just making sure that the proof of concept really works. Um, and then we've also started talking to a few of the and we've been in conversation with them already. Some of the DeFi protocols that are targeting a more institutional group, to see if there are like co-marketing events that we could do sort of to bring flow on either side. But the honest truth is that anything that touches traditional finance is going to be um, a year plus long sales cycle, right? If you look at the other DeFi protocols that have been trying, I mean, I used to work at Centrifuge. Centrifuge has been at this for 5 years now. And everyone is talking about converting institutions, as well as think they have a what's that? The real asset coalition or tokenized asset coalition, um, between like Centrifuge, I think Circle, maybe Coinbase as well, and a few other of the protocols. So all that says that there is a lot of work going in this space trying to understand what institutions really want. And then we'll be part of that conversation as well.
I would say yes. The institutional, traditional institutional, especially the large ones, those are going to be later on in 24 compared to our more DeFi native partners who will be coming online in Q1. And Kirk, maybe you'd like to, speak to that side of the strategy.
Yeah. I mean, I think as Rob, you just kind of alluded to it. But you know, Hashnote, I guess Hashnote's version of tokenized treasuries, is obviously not the only tokenizer that we have ties to, or that we're integrating. So, we also want to, kind of use this pilot obviously as a springboard to going and tackling what's next as far as integrating other tokens from other tokenizers and opening up deal flow with those tokenizers, with their partners, with partners of ours that need to interact with certain structures. So we've got some partners that can only accept non-U.S. entities. We have other partners like Hashnote that can accept U.S. entities into their tokens to mint tokens and run strategies. So we obviously want to focus on unlocking those rails, with our other tokenizer partners. We also want to unlock, I would say, other use cases on chain that maybe are working in the insurance industry, and trying to figure out, well, we've already identified, I think, but really just rolling out the pilot, with that use case. And then on the DeFi side, I guess the more just DeFi centric side, right? I think this pilot really gives us a nice social proof, right? To point to when we're going and talking to DAOs and DAO treasuries about coming to Resonate, getting the risk free rate, getting it truly risk free, in your hands today. And then using that yield to fund operations or to run rewards programs, or maybe use it in place of emissions or buybacks, or whatever they want to do. So one thing that we're targeting on the DeFi side of things is we're already in active discussions with several DAOs. So you'll see some proposals going live here shortly, where we're going to be, obviously, hoping that it passes, but we'll be hoping to get them deployed into Resonate to get yield on whether it's permissioned RWA tokens like Hashnote, or we've already quietly integrated SFRAX and SDI, into the system as well. So that way, if depending on the client, if they want to use permissionless RWA tokens and they're not able to go through the KYC process, we're able to serve those clients as well. So
Great.
And to speak to the conclusion of this sector, of this pilot, how that'll look and how we're going to leverage that. That's going to be taking the form of what Denise mentioned earlier, which is a case study write-up, which we've got guys who've, signed up, have expressed interest, and the missing component has been, hey, somebody's done this. Now we have that case study. Now we bring that, and now we convert. So that's what Q1 looks like.
Yeah, and if you can even get, I mean, I'm sure y'all are on top of this, but if you can even get attestations from from the pilot participants of, what's it? Oh, testimonial. That's the word I'm looking for. As part of the case study, that's always really strong.
Yeah, that could go on the new site, Rob, under each.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely
Yeah.
been a component of what I've been envisioning this write-up to look like. Is not just talking about, hey, they got this money. No, I want to capture how performance was. I want to
Oh,
be able to say
go ahead.
performed X
Finish.
percent better than you otherwise would have. So
Showing
yeah,
like that
absolutely.
delta is
Yes.
the real big thing.
Well, let's just hope they didn't have 50x Bitcoin longs in last week.
Also, what to expect in Q1 for the marketing side? There's new websites coming out, one for Revest and one for Resonate. And so we'll have basically a brand new look across the board coming into Q1. So expect that. I know some people don't like the brown. We get it. The old Revest website was made a long time ago. We get it. We're redoing it all. So just be patient with us. We've been pushing out this pilot and really only focused on that. All right. Is there any questions that the community would like to ask? Al, it looks like we just answered your question. J Bum, all right, see you, man. Take care. I think those are the only two questions. Shahar had a question. So we'll give it another minute or two. If not, I think we can go ahead and end it there.
I mean, hey, I'm gonna take the excuse to go grab some lunch.
Yeah.
You can only have pork and rice and beans so many times until it's hard to get tired of pork and rice and beans, but you can.
Yeah. You get
Definitely
tired
can.
of anything, you have it too much.
I had that with Istanbul and the kebab, man. That kebab was incredible,
Mm,
but you have kebab 4 days in a row at
yeah.
every meal. You
Yeah.
get tired of kebab.
Kebab's good. It was the same thing for me in Greece. We had not shawarma. We had gyros every day from the same guy, like twice a
I
day
don't
too.
know if I can get tired of euros. Euros
They're
is
so good. Okay. There's no more questions in the chat. Oh wait, hold on. Jay is typing. Jay, go ahead and get your question in. We'll answer it real fast. Also, I'm excited about this turnout. I think this is one of our biggest Discord community calls that I've participated in, at
that
least.
doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, trying to get some more traffic through Discord from our Twitter. So,
Always nice to have a live product.
Jay asks, when do you plan to release Anthony's dashboard?
Anthony's dashboard. Definitely not going to happen this year. I'll just go ahead and say that. The devs who we would have integrating that are currently taking finals, and once they're done with that, they're going to be pretty much gone for Christmas and New Year's. So earliest that would happen to be January. And of course, we really got to figure out what's going to end up being the higher priority. Will the website design be done by the time that they would have free time to work on the dashboard? If not, then early January. But that is not the top of our priority list. It's just we're very focused on building features that actively make us money. And I can tell you guys off the cuff, I've had people mention the quality of the website to me before. That is, having that look good, having that not confuse people, is a much higher priority to me than having a very neat dashboard. Having pretty much any revenue producing system is always going to be a much higher priority to me.
Gary,
The FNFT user experience will eventually change. That's not the initial website redesign priority, though. Jack, right now, the initial website redesign priority is like when you go to revest.finance or resonate.finance. What does that look like? It doesn't tell you what we're doing right now. It needs to. Now, Spoko, I've said all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. So,
awesome. Gary, I
that's
think
the
that
best answer you're going to get.
Gary, I think that answers your question. Jay asks, when you change the UI of the pages, will it
Yep.
mean that the UI of current
I
FNFTs?
hit that one too. I hit that
Oh
one.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Oh, I guess you got to read it off for the people who are checking the recording. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. When you change the UI of the pages, will it mean that the UI of the current FNFTs will also be changed? And then Rob had just went over that. And
Yeah,
then Spoko
basically we're going to
says,
improve it because we've seen some browser issues. with the way that we have them set up right now, I will miss having that interactivity in the FNFTs, but it looks like that's ultimately going to be a better user experience in terms of actual interface reliability. So the answer is yeah, that's gonna change. It's not gonna change immediately. It's not as high a priority as having people understand what we do when they come to our websites, but it is definitely up there.
Spoko asks, any info about rebranding and token swap ratio? Rob, I can touch on the
I
rebranding.
literally already just told him the answer to that, which is that I've already shared all the information we're going to share about that. If
Yeah,
you want to find out what we're going to share, go read the medium. Otherwise, there's no new info to share.
I was going to talk about the rebranding going from Revest to Revest Labs and sort of what.
Please, by
Yeah,
all means.
okay. So right now we have Revest and Resonate. Obviously, Revest is the technology, Resonate is the product platform. So we're sort of merging it all together into Revest Labs. Resonate will still be Resonate, but sort of like how Chainlink and Chainlink Labs is, right? Chainlink is the technology, and Chainlink Labs is the company producing the technology. So that's sort of how we're looking at it moving forward. The new website will have all of the information that you'll ever need about both products, and then any products moving forward built on top of Resonate. And then we will also be kicking off another podcast series, except for this one will be on the Revest account. It's going to be sort of like the Region Radio that we've been running, except for the Region Radio focuses on our DeFi partners, and we haven't come up with a name yet. But this new podcast on Revest will be focusing on our institutional partners. So it'll be two very different styles of interviewing. So be on the lookout for that. And then we are also working on sort of a incentives trading program on the marketing side to roll out in Q1. Right now it's in a rough draft phase. It's not guaranteed, but we want to have something for the community to be incentivized to use the region portal and any future products moving forward. So that's from our side what the rebrand looks like. I think I saw some Revest V2 FNFTs in Etherscan, and they looked amazing in Etherscan. Oh, okay.
Thank
Cool
you.
deal.
That's actually the version 0.5 image generation system. That's not a V2, but I'm glad you like that design. No, we have a yeah, I'll give it a little alpha. Revest V2 is currently off at audit with Quantstamp, and Revest V2 will be coming out in the near to mid future. It will have a new improved interface, and the FNFTs will still be interactive, but you won't have all the withdrawal controls in them anymore. Be a separate piece.
Awesome. Well, I think that answers everyone's questions. Rob, Janice, Kirk, Jonathan, Shar, Chaz, thank you guys for coming and supporting this December roundup. To the community, thank you guys for coming out. If you missed it or came in halfway, we'll have a recording out for you, so no worries about that. We're actually thinking of just doing these monthly, by the way, so we have more to share with you guys instead of bi-weekly. So we will see you guys for the January update, and we will see you guys in the Discord. Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas,
Oh,
Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, and thank you to Alex for running this. You did a fantastic job.
Yep.
Thanks.
Agreed. Take care, everybody.
Y'all have a great one.